We're going to get started here real shortly. Just give us about another minute. All right. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. I'm excited to have my good friend Troy Briggs on with us from Nassau Re to discuss their FIA portfolio, including the growth annuity with some of the best S&P rates in the industry. Troy?
Awesome. Thanks, Scott. I appreciate it. Hello, everybody. Keep my comments brief. I'll move through the material fairly quickly. I just want to give you a quick high-level overview of some of the great things that we have to offer and that you can take out into the marketplace, talk to your clients and prospects about. We've got a lot of great things happening. If you want information as it pertains to our company, Nassau, which is located in downtown Hartford, Connecticut. In fact, you're looking at our headquarters, America's first two-sided office building. You can go to nfg.com. That's www.nfg.com, where you get information on that. Let's go ahead and get started. A couple quick slides here on disclosure. I mean, obviously, a lot of things that you see here are not client approved. This is for training purposes only. I will say Nassau has a lot of really good client-facing pieces that we can provide you, and Gradient is a great partner of ours, and they have all of those, and we can get them out to you at the end of the call today. When we're talking about the growth annuity, we're going to show you some great returns. Obviously, performance in the future might not be indicative of the past performance, but again, we're in this business to hopefully help clients accumulate assets. If you get any questions for me, I've been at the company, the former Phoenix companies, and now Nassau for almost 20 years. You can always reach out to me on my mobile phone, or you could shoot me an email. Or you can call my annuity sales desk as well. We'll be able to help you if you have any questions. And again, you know, the team at Gradient is awesome, so they'll be able to assist you with anything or any questions that you have. Quick agenda, touch upon our incentive programs, touch upon some of the products, the growth, the income product, the combination benefit product that we do quite a business with. Our EAP process, our new instant decision suitability guarantee, which has been quite well received out in the field. Show you our producer website at the end, and then we'll wrap this up. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started. You know, from an incentive standpoint, you know, we are always trying to you know, add value back to you and how you go about building your business. Our Elite Producer Program is really one of the best programs that you'll find out there in the marketplace, as a lot of them seem to be going away. So our Elite program, if you do $1.5 million in index annuity business with us, you're going to get a couple of different things. First and foremost, you're going to get a bonus at the end of the year, 50 basis points, 0.5% paid out to you just for doing $1.5 million in index annuity business. What's great about that compensation bonus is the fact that if you go back to back, that is, if you do 1.5 million in the second year, that bonus jumps up to 75 basis points. So it's a great way to put some extra dollars into your pocket just by doing 1.5 million in index annuity business with us. You get an extra level of service as an elite member at Nassau, and then you have access to leadership. Our top 50 are awarded a trip. This year, a lot of folks are going out to Sonoma, California. Next year, we're going down to Key Largo, Florida. So a lot of great things that are part of our elite program. In addition to our elite program, which is ongoing, from time to time, we'll run compensation specials with our index annuity portfolio. We've got one going on right now, an extra 50 basis points on all of our index annuities. You got to write the business by July 31st. The contracts don't have to be funded until the end of September. So if you're working on some transfer business, just know that you have time to get some business done. Again, across the board is 50 basis points in all of our index annuities. There are some states that are excluded. It's on the commission flyers. They're actually listed here on the screen. Again, you can get this from everybody at Gradient after the call. think about it. You've got the elite comps program at 50 basis points. You got this 50 basis point comp special. So again, we're making investments and we really want to grow our business with you. So let's jump into some of the products. Products for a broad range of needs. A lot of you are probably familiar with our personal income annuity here at Nassau, as well as our personal protection choice, but we're really making some waves with our growth annuity. And I'm going to touch upon all three here at a very high level, but our growth annuity right now is really gaining some traction because of what we've done from a pricing standpoint with, let's face it, the engines for growth. We've got two great indexing strategies sitting inside of our NGA, our growth annuity. We've got the S&P 500 index, which so many people are familiar with, composite index of the leading 500 companies in the United States. And then we have the SocGen Smart Passage Index, which is an all equity-based strategy utilizing the 200 least volatile stocks that make up the S&P 500. It's controlled and it's weighted. You can get information on this indexing strategy at smart-passage-sg.com. Two great stories, two great equity drivers that can help you accumulate assets with your clients, for your clients. I will mention we have optional strategy fees that can be utilized for people who might want to amplify their par rates and thus potentially supercharging your clients' FIA returns. That strategy fee is 1%, and it's for the same indexing strategies that you might utilize inside of the product that they're not being charged a fee. In fact, it's up to you on how you want to construct the portfolio. But regardless of how it is that you want to allocate your clients' dollars inside of the annuity contracts, just know that you have flexibility. It is up to you as to how it is that you want to allocate, and we don't pigeonhole you. So if you go into a strategy where you're being charged a fee, and then you wanted to exit out of that strategy at the end of a year or at the end of a 2-year period, you can do that. But take a look at the pricing power here with this Nassau Growth Annuity. This is for our 10-year product in our Group A states. The 1-year cap rate is at 5.25%. Our 1-year uncapped par rate is at 40%. If a person wants to utilize the strategy fee to amplify that 1-year uncapped par rate, it jumps to 54. Our 2-year uncapped par rate with the S&P 500 is up to 55% over a 2-year stretch. Check out this number again for a 1% fee. So you have to sit there and ask yourself a question: when does it make sense to utilize a fee? We're talking about the S&P 500 strategy here. We're talking about the best 500 companies in America. Take a look at the difference. If you liked the S&P 500 at 55% over a 2-year stretch, and you believe that this indexing strategy is going to make money, why not tag on that 1% fee and jump that up by 20 points? Why not supercharge it? Again, it's up to you. You've got flexibility in the design on what it is or how it is that you want to construct this portfolio. The Smart Passage Indexing strategy without a fee is at 105%. With the fee, 145. So again, a lot of great options, really all equity based inside of an FIA contract, and the returns speak for themselves. So when you come on out and you run a hypothetical illustration at Nassau, this is exactly what you're going to see. You're going to see the last 10 years growth of the indexing strategies. You're going to see the best 10 years out of the last 20 years, with the indexing strategies, and then you're going to see the worst 10-year stretch out of the last 20 years. And so when you take a look at, the performance of these two indexing strategies, regardless of whether you want to utilize a fee or not, the numbers speak for themselves. And simple sells. The S&P 500 sells, and we know that based on what's out there in the marketplace, we've got some of the best uncapped strategies quite literally in the marketplace today. So again, Group A pricing with our 10-year strategies. With our 10-year growth annuity. This is our B states. So what I really like what we've done here with our Group B states, sometimes the pricing is going to change, depending upon where you're doing your business. But what you'll notice is the rates, we're just not that far off. We're not that far off our Group A states with these portfolios. As an example, 1-year S&P 500 uncapped rate with the strategy fee, in our A state it was at 54%. You're still looking at half the market here, 51% in a 1-year account inside the B states. How about the 2-year strategy, S&P 500? Again, uncapped 70% over a 2-year stretch. Again, the performance numbers speak for themselves. The best, the worst 10-year stretches out of the last 20 years. And so again, we're real excited to put these out there for you so you can utilize them with the clients that you're working with. We do have a 7-year version of the Nassau Growth Annuity, and we do a fair amount of business with this. Doesn't matter what state you're doing business in; these rates are all the same in our 7-year stretch. So again, 10 and 7-year versions with Nassau Growth, aggressively priced indexing strategies that make up really the growth part of the Nassau Growth Annuity portfolio. We produce this. A lot of times we get questions. Well, Troy, the rates are great. Scott's always asking me, "Hey, Troy, the rates are great. We need something for. Well, we got to show people, what's happened from a historical, perspective on credit rates for the Nassau Growth Annuity." So, when we take a look at how we're going to price our renewal rates, we take a look at what's going on in the markets. We take a look at, if you can see it, and we can get this piece out to you, the CBOE volatility index. Okay, and then we're also taking a look at what's happening with interest rates. So when we take a look at all of those, we're going to make a determination of what we can do for the client from a renewal standpoint. Our options are preset up front. We are going to try to, for your clients that you are working with, we are going to try to maximize the amount of return that they can get inside of the Nassau Growth Annuity. And I really like this piece because it shows exactly what it is that we're doing. When you take a look at, for instance, the 1-year S&P 500 with a cap, and you'll notice, a lot of these contracts were issued right around 5.25, and then you'll notice, okay, that if it's black, it stayed the same. If it's green, it went up. It renewed at 5.5% compared to the previous year. If it's red, it went down a little bit. But this really shows you how strong our options budget is, and it really shows you the strength of what it is that we're doing here with this growth product, with the Nassau Growth Annuity. When you take a look at the uncapped par situation and what we've dealt with over the past year, obviously, we've been challenged like a lot of other companies from a renewal rate standpoint. But what I really like, as an example, if we had a contract here that was issued in September of 2019 at 61%, and then it renewed at 51. It's not that far off. You get all the way over to the far right, you'll notice in April and in May, and I believe now in June, and we're going to be updating this piece fairly soon, you'll see green. So for instance, when you take a look at the 2-year S&P 500 with an enhanced par rate, this is with 1% strategy fee, issued in April of 2020 at 55%, and now it's going to be renewing at 66. So again, where you see in the green is where we're putting those dollars to work for the clients that you're working with, so that you can sleep well at night knowing that, we're in this business for the long term to really protect the integrity of the renewal rates of the Nassau Growth Annuity contract. We made a change on our 10-year versions based off feedback we got from the field. We used to allow 5% liquidity out of the 10-year Nassau Growth Annuity. We changed that on June 1st to 10%. So not only is it 10% with our 7-year product, but it's 10% with our 10-year version of the Nassau Growth Annuity. So when you need liquidity, you can get it. Like all contracts at Nassau, you can get that in the first year. So if a person puts, $500,000 into the growth product, and then 5 months down the road they need to take out 50 grand, the 10% to do something with those dollars, they can do it. It's penalty free. So again, that's a big deal, and we're happy to make that change for you to make it easier for you to show the Nassau Growth Annuity to your clients. Optional income riders. So we've got 2 different versions. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. Just know that, on the left-hand side, we have a low-cost version income rider. It's only 25 basis points. Whatever the annuity contract grows, we're going to amplify it by 150%. And then what's great with this particular contract is we stack that income rider for 15 years. It doesn't stop at 10 years. It doesn't stop at 12 years. It goes all the way up for 15 years. So again, it's 150% of however much the market grew by in a particular year, and that's only for 25 basis points. So we're happy to put that out there. It's called our amplified income rider. On the right-hand side, if you're looking to come up with something that's maybe the most benefit-rich income rider in the marketplace today, have a look at this, because what you get for 95 basis points is, and listen, you get what you pay for. In the income marketplace, you get what you paid for. So for 95 basis points, what you're getting is not only 150% of the growth each and every year, but you're also guaranteeing that this thing is going to roll up at 3%. So you're getting 150 plus 3% with extremely strong income payout factors with the amplified income plus rider, if that's of importance for you and for the clients that you're working with. So that's our Nassau Growth Annuity. We're excited to offer really some of the best S&P 500 rates, and the SocGen rates are second to none, in the marketplace today. That's our growth portfolio. Let me just kind of take a quick. Let me just kind of go over our personal income annuity, our guarantee, what we would call our guaranteed portfolio, because we do a lot of business with PIA even to this day. When we launched a personal income annuity in 2011, it quickly became our flagship product. It continues to be really our flagship product, and we do hundreds of millions of dollars in the PIA. We've done billions, since its launch. It really is a market leader. When people think in terms of early guaranteed income, they think of PIA. And once in a while, or from time to time, we'll have organizations like other companies, people that I compete against, will come in to the space and try to nibble away at us a little bit. But just know that we are a market leader. We plan to continue to be a market leader in this space. And the folks at Gradient have great software that's available to you, so that if you need to go out to them and to try to figure out ways to maximize the amount of income that you can get out of any of these contracts, not just Nassau, I'm talking any contract that's out there that you're taking a look at. They've got great programs in place that can make sure that you're getting the best income payout from any FIA contract that's out there in the marketplace. So we do a lot of Today business. I'm going to focus here on Today just as an example. With our Today rider, you can get up to as much as a 45% bonus. That's a part of that income benefit base. What's great with us is when the dollars go in, if they want to start taking income, they can take it right away. We can start sending monthly checks out within 30 days of the deposit coming into the annuity contract. If they need income, and if they really want to maximize the amount of income that they can get out of the personal income annuity, again, Gradient's got software that can kind of show you. We have a way in which you could actually start taking some systematic withdrawals from the annuity contract, and then exercise that income rider, let's say in the third year, and grab that 45% bonus and really boost the amount of income that you can get on a guaranteed basis from PIA. I really encourage you to check it out. So if you're doing any guaranteed income business at all, check with the team at Gradient, and they can help you out with and getting the best income amount that you can get from a contract. Hey, you can run hypothetical illustrations with us, or you can just print it out on one page. And we have so many people, producers of our contracts, that like the idea that they can just do a one-page quote and take it out to their clients and make it simple. This is a simple sell for people that are looking to create for themselves a private pension plan or personal pension plan, and we can provide guaranteed income for one or for two individuals. So that's enough on PIA. Let me talk to you a little bit about PPC. It's a contract, and this is the last product that I'm gonna touch upon here today. We've had this out for a while. It's unique. It can do so many different things. It's got a lot of flexibility. It's PIA, but it's personal income annuity, but it's personal income annuity with a couple of additional benefits. And quite frankly, the amount of income that you can get is from the PPC is not that far off from PIA or from other income products. So you got income riders today and tomorrow. Now with the PPC, we have a lot of people that will buy the tomorrow rider, and that income benefit base grows at 14% per year, because what it does is that's going to impact a care benefit rider, which I think is second to none in the business today. A person can get up to 250% of whatever the amount of income that they could be eligible to receive to help offset costs associated with a care facility, 175% if it's home health care. And we can provide protection for not only one, but for two individuals, even in qualified situations. So again, we pay out for 5 years. So if I needed, for instance, if it was my IRA and I needed to get paid out for 2 years, I could take 2 years of payment. And then if my spouse needed some dollars, she could then get 3 years of payment. So we're going to pay it out for a total of 5 years. Another important point is even if our contract value goes to zero, we still pay the benefit. So, there's a lot of companies that have care riders that are not built like this. There are some that are. We are one that offers a true guarantee with the rider. Give you an example. If you have a husband and wife who are age 66, 67, they put $250,000 into the contract. They start taking income, let's say at age 70. I mean, it's conceivable that when they turn age 85, that maybe there's no money left in the contract. Obviously, Nassau is continuing to pay the income out to them each and every year, but we're a company that will continue to pay that care benefit rider even if the contract goes to zero. So again, just want to point that distinction out. And family protection, we grow it at either 5 or 10% depending upon the person's age. If they're in their 60s, it's 10%. In their 70s, it's at 5. We grow it for 10 years or until they reach age 85, whichever comes first. What I like about it, it's lump sum. So if the contract's being set in place to grow, at some point down the line, 10 years, there's some considerable dollars sitting inside of the annuity contract. And let's face it, there's just people don't know what's going to happen at some point in the future. This is a lump sum death benefit. We don't dictate the terms by which somebody's going to take out the payout from this death benefit. We don't force a person to take it out over 5 years. There's not some complicated, death benefit that it's not going to be a lower amount if they want a lump sum. What you see is what you get. So this is an example for somebody who's age 60. They put $500,000 into the contract. In 10 years, they want to turn the income rider on. It's $52,000 and change. Care benefit riders at $130,000 and change. We'll pay that out for 5 years with a lot of flexibility. The death benefit is $1 million. We'll pay that out in the form of a lump sum, no questions asked. And again, it's very powerful. This is a powerful combination benefit, fixed index annuity contract that's got a lot of flexibility and it's got some really great indexing choices. So a lot of times we have people that will say, well, I had no idea this product could do it all. I will say that when I see people write 2 or 3 of these contracts with clients that they're working with, they always come back. It's a very sticky product for us. It's very, they love it. When you're sitting and talking to somebody who's 68, 69, 70 years of age, there's a lot of things that are keeping them up at night. They want to protect their assets. If they can accumulate those assets, great, but they want to protect those assets. They're worried about income. They're worried about having extra dollars if they should get sick. They're worried about what's going to be left to a beneficiary if something should happen to me. We can take care of all those things with our PPC product, and we're happy to do so. We do a lot of business with it. Hey, listen, in the EAP space, we really want to be one of the easiest companies that you can utilize to work with. We've had our electronic application process in place for about 4 years. We've got great training modules. We've got great videos. Actually, Haley Reuter, who you see here, she runs our new business at Nassau. She's great. What an asset she is. Cracked me up last year at the pandemic, when the pandemic started, how many people were scrambling and trying to put their EAP process in place. And we've had it out there for a number of years. 75% of the people that do business with us do it electronically. We'd love to see that grow. It's like riding a bike. When you start doing it, you get used to doing it, you never go back. We actually pay a little bit more on compensation. We pay an extra 10 basis points out to you to do electronic applications. And so just know that the kinks are worked out, and we're a leader in that space. Last but not least, suitability instant decision guarantee. So we rolled this out in May. When you come on out, if you're doing EAP, if you come on out, you'll fill out information on the suitability form first. And if it's an easy case, even if it's just the one transfer that's coming in, and even if it's got a surrender charge, if it's a low surrender charge, quite often, and I think the hit rate right now is about 50%, we can give you an instant decision on suitability. Now, if there's multiple transfers, or if there's an annuity that maybe has as an example, a 6% surrender charge, that might have to go through a review process. But just know that we put this out there in May, and I liked it when I saw it, and now that it's been out for a couple months, and the feedback that I'm getting, people love it. I mean, they love it because they fill out the suitability form digitally. They get a guarantee right away a lot of times. Any of the information that they inputted into the form gets transposed, or that is, gets transferred over to all the other forms that you got to do. So the speed to complete an application is, I think, second to none in the business. And I think speed to issue is something that we are really striving to be the best at. So, what more can I say? Everything that we're doing is to make it easy for you to do business here with Nassau. The producer site, salesnet.nfg.com. Again, salesnet.nfg.com is the site that you'd go to get information on the products, to get trained, to get contracted. And grading can help you get contracted and get rolling with us. You submit business, you can track it electronically. You can come on here, run quotes, run hypothetical illustrations. All of that is available at this site, salesnet.nfg.com. So just as a quick wrap up, just know we've got at Nassau, Hartford, Connecticut-based company. We've got a great elite producer program. Just 1.5 million will get you extra comp and extra incentives. Got a great comp special underway with all of our index annuity contracts. Our growth annuity, I think, is priced most competitively in the marketplace, especially as it pertains to S&P 500 indexing strategy. So if you're looking to simplify your accumulation story and you want to get back to talking S&P 500 index and keep it simple, think Nassau. Always been a leader in early income, in particular with the personal income annuity. PPC, combination benefit fixed index annuity, all rolled into one, is something that it's a great product. And the service, speed to issue, e-app, instant decision suitability guarantee, all of it roll into one nice package for you. So, what more can I say? But thanks, Scott. The partnership at Gradient has been awesome as always. And what more can I say? But thanks. I turn this back over to you.
Thanks, Troy. Yeah, the growth annuity with up to a 75% par is a tremendous story. So if you guys would like to get more information or an illustration on your next case, you can contact your marketer. You can contact myself, Scott Walker, at the product desk. My direct line is 785-581-0819. Thanks again for attending, and have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, Scott.